So the first concept I'd like to introduce is permission to be human. We come into this planet with a little spark of energy that starts our beating heart. We came into this body to learn. And we don't know what we don't know until we do. If we were never taught about finances, how could we be financial experts? But when we know better, we do better. I love this quote from Maya Angelou. We can learn how to manage finances for sure, but we don't know what we don't know. And remember that we know better, we absolutely do better. So when you're thinking about money and finances and you have some anxiety around that, just be mindful around that, about the thoughts, and give yourself some compassion and forgive yourself for not being a financial expert, because quite frankly, chances are you were never taught. And maybe you were, but there's one area that's causing you anxiety. Give yourself forgiveness for not being a financial expert and giving yourself some kindness and some space as you would a kindergartner. We're learning a skill. Embracing mindfulness and forgiving ourselves begins to remove the stress. When we're under stress, we don't make good choices. So when we can move that stress out of the way, we're able to make better choices. The second concept I'd like you to introduce to you is this: anxiety is a gift. And you're like, thanks very much. I'd like to return that gift and get my damn money back. When we come into the body with our hearts beating, that little spark of energy that brings us alive and makes our body work, we come in with a built-in GPS system, our intuition and our emotional guidance systems that really tell us how we're doing. Our intuition acts like an inner alarm system when it comes to our finances. And here's how it might speak to you. You can't sleep at night. You're overwhelmed by debt. You have a gut feeling that something is wrong. You worry about future expenses that haven't happened yet. You're afraid to check your bank balances. And you doubt your financial decisions. These are all inner thoughts that might come up inside your body, inside your brain. It's an internal alarm system nudging you that it's time to listen, something is off, and it'll keep coming up saying, listen, 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 this is happening, right? And we also have emotions to tell us how we're doing by how we feel. When we feel joyful, inspired, happy, we have a full heart, we're accomplished, we have excitement, we're optimistic. Clearly, when we feel like this, we know we're on the right path because it feels good. When we have feelings like anger, fear, frustration, overwhelm, and anxiety, and disappointment in ourselves, that doesn't feel good. And it tells us by our emotions that this is not where we want to be. It doesn't feel like the right path. So when we tap into that internal GPS system, it's like our superpower. Because when we listen to those signals from our intuition and our emotions, we actually begin to align with what's important to us, with our values. When we do that, it increases confidence. We make better decisions. We start to experience some personal growth that feels better. And we begin to trust ourselves, which actually will turn down the alarm systems that you're having going on. So you begin to trust yourself and say, hey, I heard you, I'm taking action. The third concept that I'd like to introduce is to really tap into that our experiences are our greatest teachers. So we have an experience that's telling us that, God, that sucked, that was horrible. We didn't like it, it doesn't feel good. We take that experience and we listen to it and understand it. We can actually make a change to go in a different direction. Rather than sitting in that bad experience saying, I suck, this is forever, this is what's going to happen to me always, we can go, wait a minute, okay, that wasn't good, I think I'm going to go a different direction. So when we take an experience that is shitty, we can transform that negative, crappy experience and go another way that feels better.